awake this morning, sitting there listening or not. W8TD, WB8 VMW. Are you listening this morning, John?
Well, you know, I'm always lurking. WB8 VMW in the group, W8TD. Good morning, all. Just listening to everything. Paying close attention in case there's a quiz later. Enjoying hearing everybody. Enjoyed seeing the people the other night at the meeting. Talk to everybody soon. WB8 VMW and the gang. W8TD.
All righty, John. Well, good to hear you this morning. And I sent you an email. And so if I get an answer, I'd appreciate it. Because, well, you see, I'll go to somebody else here. We'll get off the treadmill here. KD8EKZ. How about it, Alan? Are you listening?
And 9TN, good morning.
Good morning, JJ. I think that was you in there. I called for you this morning. In fact, I've been calling for you every morning. And I was hoping that you're change your hours or something. N9TN, WB8 VMW.
Well, good morning, Jim. Good morning to everybody. It's about time, so I'll make this short. Yeah, they changed my work hours through the week, so I'm not able to get in here. But man, if you called for me this morning, I must have been deaf-eared because I've been listening. Anyway, good to hear you, Jim, and everybody have a good day. N9TN.
All righty, JJ. Well, I'm glad I got you this morning. Yeah, when the regulars don't show up a couple days in a row, it goes sort of get worried. But good to hear you. And if I'll call for you, and if you're there, great. If not, well, it's like you did today. Jump in there, and if I shut up long enough in between different transmissions, maybe you can get in. All righty. Well, I see now that I'm already 24 seconds on Phil's part of the show. KAPMI WB8 VMW. Good morning, Grandpa, and you want to make it nice and legal? And I'll wait here for the last word. WB8 VMW.
Good morning, Northeast Ohio and all our Outlanders. CQ. This is the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net on the W8WKY repeater. We're at 147 Mark 39 megahertz with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. This is a controlled net open to any and all licensed amateurs. All traffic should go through net control, but emergency traffic is welcome to break in at any time. Your net control operator this morning is Phil, and my call sign is K8PMI. All right, so WB8 VMW. Why don't you give us your final thoughts of the day, and what's the best food you like for Thanksgiving? K8PMI.
Well, I thank you there, Phil. Well, if I was to start telling you all the things that I'm thankful for, it would be after Thanksgiving before I would shut up, and I'd probably burn up my power supply. So everybody, just be thankful for the people around you, the people that you love and love you, and all the rest of them. If maybe smile at them, a good, kind word once in a while or something like that. Bring them on your side. And it's really nice to have some super good friends, even if it's just to say good morning and cheerful. So be thankful that he's got a plan for you, and hopefully the work that you've got to do for him is pleasurable. Alrighty, I got to get out of here before I go too far into that. It's just a lot to be thankful for. So turn it back over to you, Phil. Everybody stay safe, stay well, and check in and fill up Phil's roster there. Alrighty, Phil, we'll turn it over to you because Judy's in the kitchen making noises. WBA, BMW, back to net.
All right, thank you very much, Jim. We'll be clear with WB8 BMW. Anybody that got on the radio, actually since 5:30 I've been sitting here, I got you marked in. So I got 19 on my log. But what I'm going to do is first go to any short time or mobiles, get those out of the way, and then I'm going to hit all our Outlanders. And then we'll start on the list. So anybody that's short time or mobile, if you even checked in earlier and you got to get in and out of here, give me a call. We'll get you first on the list. This is K8PMI. I'm listening.
K8PMI. This is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf KD8 SLG. Nick down the farm, going back to bed. Have a great night.
Please copy Kilo Echo 8 Uniform India Bravo KE UIB John Mobile.
All right, I'll pick it up there. KD8 SLG, thank you for checking in and go back to sleep. Hopefully I'll hear you down the log. KE8 UIB, if your wife's with me, throw me her call too so I can get another one for the numbers and have her say hi. You're up.
K8PMI from K8 UIB. Good morning, Phil, everybody out there on the net. And unfortunately, you guys, I am working solo today. Miss Lori gets the day off, and I have OT. She has worked really hard this week. So we figure Saturday here, and I'm playing catch up on the machine today. How that goes. I will miss her. We'll meet up a little bit later. I only have to be in the shop today till noon, so she is still in bed counting C's. So unfortunately, guys, it's just me today. But Phil, I get to check in, I get to say hello. I hope everybody's having a super Saturday, and let me see. When I get out of work today, I'll meet up with Lori, and we're doing the Master and Praise. So that's kind of the plan there, you guys. So with that, UIB, I will hand this back over to Net Control. 7-3, y'all. Sound great running the net, Phil.
Thank you very much, John. We'll be clear with KE8 UIB. And let's head on down to Jacksonville, Florida, where I can guess real easy who has a radio because I heard them. W8JAX is with K8JAX. You're up next on the Saturday morning edition of the Barometer Net.
Well, good morning there, Phil, and to all on the Barometer Net. Here is W8JAX, Portable Pedestrian, along with...
This is K8JAX, and I hope everyone's having a great day. Thanks for taking the net, Phil.
Beautiful day starting down here, clear skies, and we've got 60 degrees going up to the low 80s. So it's going to be a beautiful day. And last evening we celebrated with our daughter down here. She ended her semester. She's an RN going on for her nurse practitioner. This semester just ended, and she's got one more to go. And she tells us this final semester, the spring semester, will be pretty easy. So she's on cruise control now for her degree to become a nurse practitioner. So we're really excited for her. Okay, back to you there, Phil. Thanks for giving us a call. WHJAX, Portable Pedestrian.
All right, Rod, well, you tell your daughter congratulations. My niece is doing the same thing. She's in her last year for a nurse practitioner, and I believe she's up at a hospital in Baltimore, I believe. But, it's a great practice, and she'll do very well. Tell her congratulations. We'll be clear with the JAXs. Let's head out to Tulsa, K5 CFY. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
CFY. Good morning, Phil. Thanks for doing the net control for the Barometer Net. It's always good to get my day started off on the Barometer Net. Appreciate you guys keeping it going, and all the other net controllers. Not much going on here. It's a little cooler today than it has been, but not too bad. Anyway, I guess I got the first hour today on the Boarding Breaker Net, and I think Mr. Lucy has the second hour, Josh. So anybody can make it, come join us. I'll give it back to you, Mr. Phil. Again, great job, and I'll be on the net logger here in just a second. Just got back in the house from the walk, but anyway, we'll catch you later. K5 CFY.
All right, Ray, thank you very much, and that's good news that Josh, I think it's W8HRF, is going to be doing the second hour, because that means we'll be simulcasting, and hopefully they have it hooked up for the first hour, and I'll definitely check into your net, because that's right about Buckeye start, so I plan on sitting outside and watching a little football and enjoying myself. So we'll be clear with you, Ray. Thanks a lot for being a regular. We appreciate it. Now, Ron is sitting there waiting by the treadmill for me to get him, and he probably thought I forgot about him, but I didn't. We're heading over to you, KB8TPQ. This is K8PMI.
W8WKY.
K8PMI. Yes, sir. This is KB8TPQ. No, Phil, I was trusting that your memory was still fresh and working pretty well, and I appreciate you taking leadership of the net. Yeah, you are exactly correct. I'm watching that treadmill, and it isn't doing anything till I get over there and push the start button, but I'm ready to do that. Thanks for getting me in early. I like to listen while I'm walking, and it's interesting. I got a grandson who's also studying to be a nurse practitioner. The medical field just needs a lot of good people, so appreciate y'all, and thanks again. KB8TPQ, back to net control.
All right, thanks a lot, Ron, and get on that treadmill and get your workout in. All right, let's start the first voice I heard this morning, WA8GXX. I think Tom said he was going into work, but hopefully we catch him before he goes. WA8GXX, this is K8PMI. Looks like Tom went to work already, but I know John, he had to take off to work too, N8YMY, but I think he said it was a little bit later. Let's head on over to N8YMY. This is K8PMI. You're up next on the W8WKY Barometer Net.
K8PMI, N8YMY. Yeah, we're getting ready to head out the door here and go get some breakfast and then head over to the hardwoods and hang out for a few hours and come home and mess around. K4OG let me borrow his rig master, and I'm going to play with my unfed and try to get it all tuned up right today. And yep, that's about what we're doing today. So you guys all have a great day. We'll talk to you soon, Phil. N8YMY.
We'll be clear with N8YMY. Thank you very much, John, and you have a great, safe day. Now let's head on down to Akron, where Randy's sitting there, and I know he has the 3 pups on his lap because I already heard that his wife ate and dropped all the food, so the dogs are all full and relaxing on his lap. KD8ZSH, you're up next on the Barometer Net.
KD8ZSH. Morning, Phil. Good morning, everybody. Well, when the dust settles, I've got 1 pup in my lap, one in my wife's lap, and 1 snoozing on the floor. So the 3 amigos are sacked out this morning. Starting out to be a pretty good day. Our daughter did get some bad news yesterday. Some blood tests came back through, and an infection she's got is still not taken care of, so they put her back on antibiotics, so she's still dealing with that. Appreciate the prayers. Hope everybody has a fantastic weekend and is able to enjoy the day the Lord's given us. KD8ZSH clear and back to net. 73s.
Sorry to hear about that, Randy, but that's why you go through these tests, so you can get a jump on it. And she's in our prayers, and wish you all the best there. And I'm sure the doctors will take care of it. So we're clear with KD8ZSH. Let's head on over to our world traveler, W8TD. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
PMI in the group. W8TD, good morning all. Nothing new to report. Made it through the week. Although yesterday I got up and did the little round table and then the net and then went back to bed. Didn't get up till noon. Probably won't do that again today. I have goals. I never finished unpacking from the last trip. I think today is the day I need to finish that up and get the office back organized again. There's stuff everywhere. Always enjoy hearing the net. Always enjoy hearing the roundtables. Always enjoy hearing the Jim Show. Appreciate the fact that there is so much traffic on our high-profile local repeater here. It makes ham radio fun again. Talk to everybody soon. KPMI in the group, or the net, W8TD.
All right, John, thank you very much. And all your knowledge and traveling adds a lot to it as well. So we appreciate you being on the radio. And, yes, this is an awesome repeater. Just wish I could hit it from my house RF, but that's the way it is. We'll be clear with W8TD. Let's head up to the north shores of Lake Erie. Scott, I need my weekly update on Lake Erie. How's it looking over there with the winds coming now? I think, well, they should be shifting from the north here shortly. KE8VOX, this is K8PMI. You're up next.
Good morning, Phil. Good morning, all the net. This is KE8VOX, skied up here on the shores of Lake Erie. Well, Phil, the wind's already switched up here. When I first got up, we had a slight breeze, but it was a warm one, and it switched. It's the wind's coming out of the north at between 13 and 7, and it's blowing across a 47.1 degree water temperature. but it's a cold breeze. It's cold out there. If it ain't cold, it's going to be cold. Probably got 1.5 foot waves on the lake, but I imagine the way that wind gauge of mine's going, it's going to get pretty rough out there today unless this front moves in quick. But I got an air temperature of 40.3, feel like temperature of 35.6, and we got 0.09 of an inch of rain overnight when it came through, I guess. But that's pretty much it. Besides, I'm going to have to put more clothes on, I guess. Been out there working on the lake bank, trying to clean it up and get my mast pole in for one of my antennas, and it's been really great working right out along the shore there. And towards the evening, all the fishermen get out there. Been quite a few nighttime fishermen, which is that big tournament's going on, so they're out there as much as they can be. And I was just thinking, I said, good thing, GPS and phones, I guess, because back in the day before GPS and cell phones and all that, only the big boats would stay out there at night, and now it's getting to be like a little city out there when the lake ain't rough and it's nice out. But that's all I got, Phil. Thanks for doing the net. Thanks for getting me in, and everybody have a great day. It's KE8 VOX, sending it back to Net Control.
All right, thanks a lot, Scott. I always appreciate the lake area reports, and that actually would be a dream to live on that lake. It would be beautiful, so lucky you. We'll be clear with KE8 VOX. Let's stay up there in that area and get Chris. KE8 MMY, you're up next on the Barometer Net. All right, Chris must be going to get his coffees. We're going to do the dog pound and W8B6BJN. You're going to be the last of the dog pound. So we're going to start with Middlemark, who is actually way south, K4OG. This is K8PMI. You're up.
W8WKY. K8PMI, K4OG. Good morning, Phil. Well, Phil, I'm still up here in Ohio. I hadn't even left yet. Yeah, the ritual is all the laundry and dishes and garbage. All that's got to be taken care of and before I depart. Anyway, we'll be departing shortly after the net, I hope. Hey, Phil, I was doing some contemplating on these treadmills I'm focusing on hearing about this morning. And I'm realizing that the treadmills over there at Planet Fitness and other places, with a whole lot of effort, you really don't seem to get too far where you want to be. But as you well know, those treadmills at the airport, now they're good. With very little effort, they get you just about where you want to be. K4OG, back to net.
K4OG, that's very astute of you, and I do like those walks. They help out a lot. I was just over at Newark Airport, and they don't have any, and it's horrible. But I know they have them in Miami and some other. I don't think O'Hare has them either, but I know they have them down in Charlotte. But those are really good. Good exercise on those. But, yep, safe travels back home, and we'll catch you on down the log. We'll be clear with K4OG. Now let's head on over to Southern Mark, KE8SFS. I heard you had a great chess week, so why don't you tell us about it? This is K8PMI.
Won 2 games, draw 1 game, and lost 1 game. So it turned out okay and everything. And I did a pretty good job yesterday. And Thursday I didn't do too good, but yesterday it turned out okay. And we got 40 degree here. Supposed to get up to 43 degree today. Mostly cloudy. No rain inside. Feels like 35, and the wind is 5 miles per hour northwest. Gas price. I just saw it last night driving around. I think it was 305 or something like that. Wait, no, it went down. Excuse me. It went down to 295 to 297. Yeah, I remember now. It just dawned on me. And but anyhow, doing okay and everything. Let me drop that for a bit. Yesterday, like I say, I played some chess game and won 2 games, draw 1 game, and lost 1 game. Played 4 games and that. It was a pretty good day and everything with me, and I enjoyed myself and that, and out of that, going okay and everything, and just laying on my bed right now and listening to you guys talk and a cup of coffee and everything. That's all I can do. With that, I'll give it back to you, Phil. You're doing okay. Kia at 8, sir, photo, sir.
All right, Mark, thanks. And we'll catch you down the log there, and you have a fantastic day. We'll be clear with KE8SFS. Let's head on over to Northern Mark, 2 cities over from me, KC8FQV. What do you got for the net this morning? This is K8PMI.
Once all little beeps get cleared, we got 43, and there's a little fog sitting on the ground, probably a couple feet off the ground. When I look way out, they're about 400 feet, 500 feet. And not much else. Had a good sleep last night. Well, I did check into the net at 2 o'clock in the morning out on the west coast. There's after the Red Eye Net, there's a guy, Mike, ULC, runs a net to keep the truck drivers awake while they drive. So I checked in there only because I had to use that little room. I woke up. I don't get up every night. Some nights I'm up still at that time. Good seeing everyone on Thursday night. And we had a good number there. 50. And there may have been more there. But other than that, the demolition has begun on Route 8 north, the old bridge. They started doing demolition. Yep, the railing on the southbound side of the old bridge, they've been taking that down. So it'll probably wind up in someone's car or something that someone buys metal down the road. I'm assured of that, because they're probably going to take that apart piece by piece, and sort the things in that. Because there's a dumpster there. They had concrete in it the other day, and now they got the railings in the dumpster. So, and they're working on paving. So I would want to venture to say we're going to be within a couple of weeks having to drive white knuckles across the Mariner Valley, because there's no shoulders or no nothing. It's just traffic lanes, and so we'll send it back your way, Phil. You're the first person a lot of people in them big high-rises meet every day. So Back it comes, Phil. KC8FQV.
All right, thank you very much, Mark. We'll be clear with KC8FQV. Now let's head on down to Clarksville, rounding out the Dog Pound, WB6BJN. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Hey, good morning, Phil. Yeah, Mark. Good morning to you. Good morning to everybody. Doing a great job, by the way. Thank you for being there. And we got some weather to talk about, and it's going to get interesting. It's going to get interesting right around Thanksgiving, and this has been talked about for quite a while. So let's get into it here. Let me get over here. 29.98.4 on the barometer, and it is rising. 57.7 degrees and 57 degrees on the dew point. 99% humidity, so it's warm and soggy. Warm and soggy here this morning. Last lightning strike was 6 hours ago, and it was 9 to 11 miles. That was the last strike that was close to here, 9 to 11 miles away. 1 gusting to 3 from the northeast on the wind. No rain currently. We had 23 hundredths of an inch overnight so far, and 35 hundredths of an inch yesterday, and 61 hundredths of an inch the day before. So Clarksville has had some good rain in the past 3 days, over an inch. Let me take a breath. So we have to look to the west because all of this trouble started in California over the last week or two, and also over the Pacific Northwest. Now that's a good thing for the Midwest, because the storms right now, there's what we call a split flow. So there's the northern jet and there's the southern jet, and both of those are in their proper locations. And what that's doing, that's leaving the midwestern part of the nation, the middle, around Michigan to Ohio to Chicago, in the Illinois area. Most of the folks in the Midwest are going to enjoy a rain-free weekend. So a warmer weekend. So it's going to be warmer, high pressure across the middle of the United States. It's for places like New Mexico and Arizona, parts of Nevada, they're going to get some rain. The desert southwest, as those storms start to transit out of the area and move eastward, that will then become a problem for next week, because that split flow is going to come together. It's going to merge. The northern jet, which goes from Hudson Bay up, or actually from the Pacific Northwest, Oregon and Washington, all the way through Hudson Bay and the upper Great Lakes. That one will come together, and then the southern jet from Southern California that's gone storms there all the way into Tennessee, Oklahoma, Texas, and has brought some rain even up into places like the lower Midwest. Those are going to all merge together next week, and not only that, then by Wednesday and Wednesday night, Arctic air, and this has been talked about with that disruption of the polar vortex, and that is going to start plunging Arctic air southward and eventually cover a lot of the nation east of the Rockies. And even parts of the Rockies will get in on that. California, you're going to stay high and dry. Santa Ana wind condition over Southern California. There is some indication, however, after Thanksgiving, as we go beyond Black Friday, that another storm develops in the west. But right now we have little information on that because it's a ways out. But, folks, it looks like it's going to get cold for the Midwest and eventually the East. And this is not short-lived. It even gets more progressive and active as we work into December. So it looks like the holiday season, Thanksgiving, just after Thanksgiving into Christmas, could be very cold and active as far as snow for a lot of areas in the Midwest and East. Sorry to bring that bad news. If you don't like snow, get used to it because it's going to happen. That's it for me, Phil, and be an interesting pattern even for us here in Tennessee because we're in the warm sector between those two air masses, and there could even be some severe weather. So that's it. That's it for me, and we'll talk to everybody on Monday. Back to you, sir, WB6DJ.
Thank you very much, Mark. We'll be clear with WB6BJN, and let's get our space weather in here, and then Kevin, EGH, you're up after Bill, N8WS, this is K8PMI, you're up.
K8PMI, here's N8WS. Good morning, Phil. Good morning, all with that. Okay. Let me see, I got to get rid of this. Air quality index this morning's at 24. That's in the good range. I got 37 degrees this morning. Humidity 96%. Wind speed north at 8. Barometer 2998. 2.36 degrees. Visibility 10 miles. Prediction for today is... Oops, went too far. Let me see if I can get it back here. There it is. Mostly cloudy through the morning, then becoming sunny with a high near 46. North wind around 6 miles an hour. My sunrise 7:24, my sunset 5:07. Length of day 9 hours 42 minutes. Solar flux indices at 121. Sunspot number 58. A is 8, K is 1. Geomagnetic field is quiet. No E-skip predicted. Tropos between the 0 and the 1. Spaceweather.com. Where is interstellar comet 31 Atlas? It's 3I Atlas. Answer, in the constellation Virgo. If you got any kind of telescope, you'll be able to see it in the morning sky in the eastern side. Look east in the morning sky. Currently, there's 6 sunspot groups on the sun. And interstellar comet for 3I Atlas in color. A couple of pretty neat pictures along with that article. Okay, that's about it for me. Everybody have a great weekend. We'll catch up with you whenever we can. KPMI in the group, 7-3 everyone, N8WS.
Thank you very much, Bill. We'll be clear with N8WS, our National Weather Service, with the great space weather report. Let's head on out to Hiram. I guess Kevin's off again this weekend, unless you're off every other weekend. He just happened to get me. KE8EGH. You're up next on the Barometer Net. This is K8PMI.
Well, I'm on call today. Usually I'm off every other weekend, but season's winding down. Crews ain't working. Actually, next week I think is pretty much the last week for all of our road crews. So, yeah, then we get to start tearing down the machines, rebuilding, and wintertime's actually the busiest time for me. But even though it's 40-hour weeks, but oh well. But other than that, getting things ready for Thanksgiving around here, we got about 45 people coming over. So we're just trying to get things situated since we just got unpacked from moving in. So and and do some oddball stuff. But other than that, Ohio weather, gotta love it. Up and down, roller coaster. Who needs a Cedar Point pass when you got that? Everybody have a good day. KEADGH.
All right, Kevin, you're right on that. And wow, 45 people is a lot. I think we only have like 10 of us, maybe 12. I can't even remember, but we do make a lot of turkey, which is fun. So, all right, you have a great Thanksgiving and be safe. Let's try Chris one more time, see if he's got his coffee. KE8MMY. This is K8PMI. You're up next on the Barometer Net. All right, Chris must have been in and out, so that racks everybody up there. I'm sure we got a new group of people that woke up. Our nodes are packed on the board there, so why don't you give us a call, and we'll get another big list going here and keep this net rolling. This is the W8WKY Saturday morning edition of the Barometer Net. Your net control operator is Phil, K8PMI, and I'm looking for check-ins. Call now, please. I'm listening.
W8WKY, KF8AHK, Dale in Louisville, mobile.
Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Quebec, Phillip and River Styx.
D8LJ, Kilo Bravo 8, Lima Juliet.
Alpha 8, Charlie Sierra. This is AA8CS, Gary in Fairlawn.
W8WKY.
Kilo 8, Papa Juliet Whiskey, K8PJW.
Kilo Charlie 8, November Oscar Victor, KC8NOV Marty Mobile, in and out, just listen.
What is Gary doing up at this ungodly hour on a Saturday? KD8SLG.
KC0LRM, Kelly in Wichita, Kansas.
All right, I'll pick it up there. The first, let's see. I got it here. Okay, I got Dale, AHK. You're mobile. I'm going to get you first here. I got Phil and River Styx. I got KB8LJ. I got Gary, AA8CS. I got you, Phil, in Twinsburg. Marty, I got you in and out. Thanks for checking in. Nick, you were supposed to be in bed, but I'm going to throw you here towards the back of the bus with KC0LRM. And let's grab Dale since he's mobile. KF8 AHK, you're up next on the Saturday Morning Barometer Net.
W8WKY, KF8HK, Dale here in Louisville. Good morning, everybody. Just heading down to Beaver Creek State Park. I'm going to do some POTA down there and hit a Sheepskin Hollow, what's in that area also. So one of them's a twofer, so I should get 3 parks in today, 3 activations. If anybody's out there on the radio, maybe hunt me down. Anyways, everybody have a great day. Have a great Thanksgiving and be safe. I'll hand it back to Net. KF8 AHK 73 all.
All right, Dale, thank you very much, and you have a great time with your POTA. I'm going to try to pick up the last bit of leaves, so I just want to get everything done before the football games start in the Boredom Breaker Net, so I can relax after lunchtime. So we'll be clear with you. You have a great day. Let's head on over to Philip in River Styx, KE8YUQ. You're up next on the Saturday morning edition of the Barometer Net.
Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Quebec. I got third-party traffic here. Hold on.
Hi, I'm Mosley. Hi, everyone.
That's my grandson, and there's not much happening here. I have the grandkids over, and we're enjoying a peaceful morning. With that, back to Net. Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Quebec.
Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Quebec. I'd like to get that third-party traffic back on and see what he likes best about Thanksgiving. This is K8PMI.
We like a pie and a turkey and just being with everyone. Bye. Okay. Kilo Echo 8 Yankee Uniform Quebec.
KE8YUQ. Well, that was awesome, and that sounds great that you like the turkey. I do too, and make sure you be good, because next you're going to be trying to call Santa Claus on the radio, and that's a lot of fun, so you're going to have to try that. You could probably get him when he's going overhead. So you take care. We'll be clear with KE8YUQ, and thanks a lot, Phil. That was awesome. Let's head over to North Bedstead. Chuck, you're probably doing your beds on the air. KB8LJ, you're up next on the Barometer Net.
Oh, good morning, Phil, and everyone in the group. This is KB8LJ, and I am indeed doing the beds on the air thing. Having spent a fair amount of time this last week on following through on the American Revolution series on TV, and I thought I was halfway knowledgeable on that topic, but boy, did I learn a lot. It's amazing that we were able to put a country together, but we did it, and that's something that we can all be proud of today, even though in some respects it feels like everything is falling apart. There's still an awful lot of good there. That as long as we can harness it, we are going to be in great shape. So this is KB8LJ, back to Net.
All right, sounds good there, Chuck. And yep, we've been this country has struggled for over 200 years, but we always end up on top. So it's just the way it rolls. So we'll be clear with you. You have a great day. Let's head on over to our fearless leader, AA8CS. Gary, this is an honor to have you on my Saturday morning edition Barometer Net. You always ignore me, but that's okay. AA8CS, this is K8PMI. You're up.
Good morning, Phil. And, well, I'm not so sure about the honor part, but it's certainly good to be here. Hey, everyone knows my attitude about this time of day. One of the beauties of retirement for me is not having to get up in the morning. And quite honestly, I rarely do unless I need to, which obviously on Thursday and Friday, I need to. So, oh, man. But let's see, a couple comments. First off, Ohio State plays Rutgers today. You know, you never know about a game like that, but again, it should be a snoozer. I'm kind of looking forward to, let's see, Oregon and USC. That should be a really nice game. You mentioned football. That's the only reason I'm bringing it up. I haven't found too many sport fans on the net, but I'm pretty much addicted to Saturday college football. That's kind of what I do. Start with game day around 10 o'clock. Love game day on ESPN. Just a super program, and gets a whole bunch of stuff out there, like the news. We do, I'm with a group, actually it's the beer group that goes out on Wednesday night. We pick up, we have a pick'em, college football pick'em thing that we do for fun. There's not a whole lot of money involved here, but it is a lot of fun, and quite honestly, I'm in second place overall. So doing pretty good this year for a change. And what else? And Nick's supposed to be sleeping. I don't know what the heck he's doing up. And quite honestly, I woke up this morning and I thought, you know, and honestly, Phil, I didn't know who was going to do the Barometer Net this morning, but I thought I would check it out. I guess next Thursday is Thanksgiving. I'll be doing the Barometer Net, and I will be up. I really will, and we'll give thanks. Yes, we will, and not tell too many lies. I think on Thanksgiving I'm going to up the ante on the level of truth that is necessitated by the net, or required by the net anyway. We're about 10%. You got to make sure you got about 10% truth going on. I think I'm going to up it to about, I'm thinking somewhere between 12 and 13%. We want to be a little bit more stellar on Thanksgiving. At least that's my thought. Digital Dorsey came over yesterday and helped me get this 3D printer going, and I'm really glad he did, because I had no idea how difficult it was to get this bed, the bed leveled. Once the bed was leveled, man, the thing works really pretty cool. And just another new toy. I think that's all I have, Phil. I want to say good morning to everybody. I was going to ask you to put me at the back of the bus, but no, I'm not going back there. No way. That's a nasty place. And, I mean, you know, Nick's back there, Mark, KC8FQV's back there, and, I don't know, just sounds like trouble to me. That's all I have.
Timeout, 15-second lock.
AA8CS. Out of all the check-ins and president of the association, you time out the repeater. But that's okay. You gave a little bit of college football, and I'm a big college football fan. So, yep, you have a great day, Gary, and we'll catch you on down the log. We'll be clear with AA8CS. I'm just going to throw Nick in there because I know he wants a jab on Gary. So, KD8SLG, go ahead. I've had you in and out, and you've been on the blue screen and just murking around. I know you got to say something. KD8SLG, this is K8PMI.
K8PMI, KD8SLG. I left a long pause there to make sure everybody else can re-click in or whatever else needs to be done. Good morning, Gary. Thanks for having me back, Phil. Good hearing Gary chatty this morning. I stopped watching football 5 or 6 weeks ago when Penn State started its slide into nothingness. Anyway, thanks for getting me back in there, Phil. Let me say my piece. And good morning to Gary. And good morning, everybody else out there. Yeah, I'm still up. Thanks, Phil. KD8 SLG back to net control.
Recheck real quick,
Thank you very
please.
much. And now Gary's getting hammered on the blue screen. You may want to jump on the net logger there, Gary, and defend yourself. Hi. But let's head on over to Twinsburg, my neighbor there with a great first name, Phil. KAPJW. Got a history lesson for us? This is K8BMI. You're up next on the W8WKY Sarah Barometer Net.
TMI, KPJW. I think Gary was doing a recheck while you were transmitting. Can you try to bring him back in?
Sure thing. I didn't catch it. AA8CS. You want to jump in there? This is K8PMI.
Yeah, if you don't mind. I thought I was a little wordy, but, you know, as a tribute to K8AMX, Dick, who was really, really good at timing out the repeater, that was a tribute to him. I don't know if you heard my comments about the back of the bus, but with Nick and KC8FQV back there, that's a nasty place. So you want to stay away from the back of the bus. Front of the bus is real nice. Yeah, great people up there. Yeah, they are. Anyway, I don't know if I should venture onto the blue screen or not, but maybe I will. We'll see. Thanks for being there, Phil. And I'll never forget, Phil, the first time I met you, I knew I liked you because you bellied up to the bar. That's where you sat. And that was at the Green Diamond in Barberton. Back to net before I time it out again. AA8CS, and good morning all.
I do like my bars, and I do like watching football. So, yeah, we do have that in common. So, take care, Gary. We'll be clear with AA8CS. Let's head on back to Twinsburg there. K8PJW. What do you got for the net? This is K8PMI.
KAPMI, KAPKW. Good morning, Phil, and good morning to the barometer netizens out there on this fabulous, what is it, a Super Saturday, I guess. Anyway, we're starting the day off here at 39 degrees, head up to 46. Probably just about the same tomorrow. It's partly cloudy today. I didn't see any precipitation in sight, so it should be fairly decent for any last-minute cleanups or anything like that you got to do. Barometer's at 29.98, and this conspiracy gods are continuing with their thing here. Every day we've lost about 8 cents a gallon. So right now we're at 2.93. So I don't know, it's crazy. Tonight Twinsburg's having their frostbite parade. For those who don't, for those who pass through Twinsburg, you notice that the square is under construction where they normally put up all the Christmas lights and have a big shebang and that kind of stuff, but they're still wrapping up the construction, and I'm not sure if we're going to have Christmas lights this year or not. Kind of sad. But they'll do a little parade from the community center down to the government center, and so they're going to be floats and all sorts of stuff, so it sounds like fun. With that, I'll take a break for time. So in 1886, the Statue of Liberty began its role as the first U.S. lighthouse to use electricity. 1906, the International Radio and Telegraphic Convention adopts SOS as the new call for help. In 1932, a pump was patented that computes the
accuracy and the price delivered. And that's the way it was. This is K8PJW. Back to the net.
K8PJW, thank you very much. Another good history lesson, and you have a great day there, Phil, and we'll catch you on down the log. Marty, Bicycle Mobile, KC8 NOV, thank you for checking in. Appreciate it. Let's head on over to Wichita, Kansas. KC0LRM, you're up next on the Barometer Net.
Okay, PMI, thanks for getting in there, Phil. Just sitting here on my second cup of coffee and listening to the net. Talking about the college football, I am definitely a big college football fan myself. Sometimes I actually love watching college game day more than I do the game.
Welcome to Bravo Victor 5 Delta Juliet,
6, 9, 9,
Haijiang, Taiwan.
3, 3, 3, 3, 5, 0, 0, space, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 9, 6.
Already took Fred for a walk. So with that, I'll get back to you and let you go down the list there. And everybody have a great day and a happy Thanksgiving if I don't hear you again. All right, back to you, Phil.
All right, thanks a lot, Dana. We had that Taiwan repeater or EchoLink chiming in there. I don't know why that happens, but we got everything you said there, Dana. We appreciate it. We'll be clear with KC0LRM. Let's head on over to Worcester, KD8CMN. Harvey, what do you got for the net this morning? This is K8PMI.
Talk to me again. I will disconnect.
W8WKY.
Good morning, Phil. KD8CMN. Not a whole lot. Waiting for the power of coffee to compel me.
All right. Thanks, Harvey. We're clear with KD8CMN. Let's head on over to Kansas City, Florida, WB4AIZ. Charles, you're up next on the Barometer Net.
Roger. Good morning, Barometer Net. B4AIZ. Waiting for breakfast here at my rehab facility. Still making progress, slowly but surely. I'll probably surely. Had a fall months or so ago. Not exactly sure how long, but had a fractured tibia, and as they got the load bearing the lower leg. So moving along pretty decent. Therapy's going good. Starting to have take some baby steps, and we'll see that making progress. Anyways, with that, everybody have a great day. Have a great day in the neighborhood. WB4AIZ back from that.
All right, Charles, good luck on your recovery, and it sounds like you're heading in the right direction. So we'll be clear with WB4AIZ. That brings me to the bottom of the list. But we're at the top of the hour, but I can go a little bit longer if we have more people out there that want to jump on. So this is the W8WKY Saturday morning edition of the Barometer Net. Your net control operator is Phil, K8PMI, and I'll do another round of check-ins. I'm listening.
November 8, Romeo, Kilo, Echo, Larry in North Royalton.
KE8, H&K, Elmer in Akron.
Kilo Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth, Christian in Bath.
Kilo Echo 8, Tango Lima Bravo, KE8 TLB. Hey, yeah, okay.
November 8, Mike Whiskey Yankee, Don in Minerva, Ohio. Coming in on 147.39er, and I'm in and out.
All right, I'll pick it up there. All right, I'll pick it up there. All right, Larry, out in, I think you said North Ridgeville. I did not get your call. Can you repeat your call, please?
Sure, it's November 8, Romeo, Kilo, Echo, Larry in North Royalton.
Well, I was pretty close on the city. You're up, Larry. Let me go through on who I got. I got KE8HNK. I got Christian, Peace on Earth. I got Randy. We'll get right to you. And Don, you were in and out, MYMWY. So let's head on over to Larry, N8RKE. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Well, good morning, everyone. Another lazy Saturday so far. So let's see. Now that the weather is turning, I'm moving on to interior projects. I got a linear, an old Collins linear operating on my HF rig, and that was first thing, and working on an S-line. The receiver's working now perfectly, and I'm trying to check or find some glitches on the transmitter, so we'll see how that works out. Then next is a Browning Golden Eagle, which I haven't fired up in about 15 or 20 years, so I'll get that thing running. So those are my projects. Hopefully get them done in the next few days or something like that, or maybe not. That's all I got. N8RKE, back to net.
All right, thanks a lot, Larry, and you got your work cut out for you. But thanks for participating. We appreciate it. Now let's head on over KE8, HNK, Elmer. What do you got going on today? You're up next on the Barometer Net. This is K8PMI.
KE8, HNK, KPMI. Good morning, Phil. Good morning, rest of the listeners. Just need a signal check on my station here. I haven't had it up for a couple of months since the last thunderstorm, and of course, moving the antenna around the yard. Just wanted to see how it sounds, and I give you one for the numbers this morning. This is K8 H&K. Back over to KPMI. Everybody stay healthy, stay blessed. 73.
All right, thanks a lot, Elmer. Your radio sounds fine here. We appreciate you here. Christian, is it KF, or you might be KF6. Repeat your call. I know it's Peace on Earth, but you're up next because I can't get you on NetLogger. This is K8PMI.
This is Kilo Foxtrot 6, Papa Oscar Echo. Christian, got my license in California back in '98, so I'm a 6, and it's good to hear everybody this morning. Looking forward to Thanksgiving. What's the news here? Working today, but that's okay. It's fun to be amongst the chaos and disorder from my personality. I thought it was interesting. I always like Morse code news, and how everybody thought Morse code would go away, and then there just keeps coming ways that it's being utilized in pop culture and other ways of communication still. The newest one I found interesting was all the little kids who are playing video games are using Morse code to avoid getting censored by the video game moderators. You're not allowed to say specific things in the chat. So what they figured out was if they jump, it's a dit, and if they slide to the right or left, it's a dot. A dash, rather. Right? Ta-da. So now they're communicating using Morse code to avoid the moderation of the chat. So all it looks like is a bunch of jumping little video game characters, but in fact they're just saying whatever they want. I think it's funny that the youth are doing that. In any case, I'll pass it back to Net Control. That's a little bit of Morse code happening as we head into 2026. 73s, everyone. This is Kilo Foxtrot 6. Peace on Earth, saying have a great Super Saturday. Thanks, Phil.
W8WKY.
Thank you very much, Christian. And I knew you were KF, and it wasn't pulling up. I totally forgot that you're 6 and not an 8. So that was my bad. But you have a blessed day, and we'll catch you on Down the Log. And that's interesting about the Morse code. I can't do that, but just an appliance operator. But having fun doing it. All right, let's head on down to Rittman. Randy probably has the day off, and he's working on his truck, I'm guessing. KE8TLB, this is K8PMI. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Hey, you groovy cat, and all you groovy cats. Hey, I apologize there when I was checking in. My brain just froze up. Just got out of bed. No coffee yet, so yeah, I appreciate you doing the net, Phil. You do a great job, you really do, and all the net operators do a good job, and I appreciate them deeply. I enjoy the hobby. So yeah, I just got up, like I said, and I'm going to start working on the brake limo, my wife's car. Started replacing some stuff on the rear end of it. I'll be working on it. I'm going to try to get it undercoated and everything too, so probably be working on it all winter. But yeah, keep me busy and keep me out of trouble. Seems like it follows me around. So Phil, be groovy, and everyone be groovy. This is Kilo Echo 8 Tango Lima Bravo, KE8TLB 73. God bless everyone.
73, Randy, and God bless you as well. We'll be clear with KE8TLB. And that brings me to the bottom of the list. N8MY, man, that's a tricky tongue twister call. N8MWY. Donald was in and out from Minerva. So, bottom of the list, let's do one more round. That's 36 check-ins. The last Saturday I worked, I hit 42. Let's see if we can do it again. We'll make this the last call and see if we can rack up 4 or 5 people that are out there. So this is K8PMI on the W8WKY Sarah Barometer Net, and I'm listening.
K8TMI, good morning, Phil. AA8CT, late but here. Good morning.
Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango.
Fox.
Good morning, Phil. This is Whiskey 8 Alpha.
All right, let me pick it up there. I got A88CT. I got K88MNT, Tom. There was a couple people that tried to check in that weren't holding the repeater. The one was W8A. If you can come back with your call.
Yeah, thanks, Phil. This is Whiskey 8 Uniform Alpha. It's mobile. Let's be in and out.
I got you. W8UA, thank you very much. A couple other people were barely hitting the repeater. Can you try coming back?
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Foxtrot Alpha Papa John in Uniontown.
I got you, John. That's Kilo Foxtrot 8 FAP. Anybody else? All right, I'll pick it up there. A88CT, this is K8PMI. You're up, brother.
Good morning, Phil, and all of the Barometer Netters. Yeah, don't know what happened. Got up early, laid back down for a minute, and wow, I tell you, must be getting old. I don't know. But anyway, we almost made your number, and that's a good thing. So I'm going to say good morning and have a wonderful day. Thank you for being the net control, and we'll see you down the log. This is AA8CT saying 73s to all. And again, thank you, Phil, K8PMI. We will catch you in the morning on Monday, probably. Take care, my friend.
All right, thank you. We'll be clear with AA8CT. Let's head on over to Tom, K88MNT. This is K8PMI. You're up.
K8PMI, this is K88MNT. Good morning, Phil, and everybody else that is there this morning. I almost didn't make it either this morning because I did the same thing. I woke up early and decided to roll over and get about an hour's more sleep, and here I am 2 hours ago, 3 hours. But, oh well, that's life. But it's sunny outside. We're starting today off with 41 degrees, no wind out there, and no rain at all. And the barometer's sitting at 29.97 this morning. Let's see. Our high today is going to be 46, partly sunny with a 5% chance of rain. So, as I have been saying, if you need leaves raked, and you still got them, today would be a good day to do that. So, have fun. Things around here aren't going too bad. I've got my shack tore apart. I'm in the process of getting rid of a mess of junk, and which I'm going to need after I get rid of it, of course, like always. But I need to get it cleaned out and everything, and get it ready for a new printer and a amplifier for my radio. So once I get that all taken care of and get set up, I'll be happy again. Oh, let me see. Let me grab a quick nickel here. K8MT returning. You know, whenever I fill out a form that asks in case of emergency, who should we call? I always put down either ambulance or 911. That's because nobody in my family ever answers their phone from an unknown number. Anyhow, with that, I'm going to say 7-3s, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling. This is Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango, turning everything back over to the Saturday morning NCO K8PMI. Thanks, Phil.
Thank you, Tom. That was a good one. I think I'm going to start using that because I always think that's ridiculous. Just get me where I need to go. So we'll be clear with KA8MNT. Now let's head over to Uniontown, KF8FAP. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
W8WKY.
Hey, good morning, Phil. Hey, this is John in Uniontown, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Foxtrot Alpha Papa. New to ham radio. Just got my technician's license last week, and had to wait until the STC got back up and running. Got my call letters just yesterday, so this is our first time on the radio and making my first contact, so happy to get out there on the air.
Well, thank you very much, John, and don't be shy with this net. We meet Monday through Saturday, starting at 7 a.m., but if you're driving to work or up early, there's usually activity starting at least by 6 o'clock, and it's a good group of guys, and we have a lot of fun, and you're always welcome to join our club, and the meetings are great, and we have a good time with it. So appreciate it, John, and don't be a stranger. We'll be clear with KF8FAP. Want to thank Javen for one for the numbers, W8UA. Haven't heard him on the radio in a while, and don't be a stranger and keep logging into us. Let me take a break for time. All right, that's the bottom of the list. I have 40. Can I get one more check-in so I can give Carrie number 42? I'll do last call. This is the W8WKY Sarah Barometer Net Saturday morning edition with your net control operator, Phil, K8PMI. Last call. I'm listening.
Hey, I'll grab number 42. This is AD8NN, Alpha Delta 8, November, Chris in North Canton. I'll just be in and out. Hey, everyone, have a great morning.
Kilo Charlie 8, Delta Echo Oscar, KC8 DEO, Benny Mobile, and I'm going to be in and out there, Phil.
This is Alpha Bravo 8, Alpha Victor, AB80V, Joe, and I'm going to be in and out.
November 8, Delta Tango Papa, Don and Canton, in and out.
All right, I'll pick it up there. Thank you very much for my in and out stations. AD8NN, you're number 41. KC8 DEO, you're number 42. Congratulations. AB8AV, Joe, you're number 43. Thanks for checking in and out, Joe, and hopefully you had a good workout. And N8DTP, you were in and out as well, so we had a great net. Appreciate everybody. Let's send it on over to Carrie. You ghosted me last Saturday. You must have slept in too, but we're a little later now. W8CTM, this is K8PMI. It's your show.
Good morning, Phil, and good morning to all the check-ins and listeners out there on this Super Saturday net here. And, well, at least the sun's shining today. That's a plus for the weekend. Hopefully a whole weekend of sunshine, but I doubt it. We'll get what we get. Anyway, yeah, you're right, Phil. I did sleep in last week and didn't intend to, but when I woke up, it was 25 after 8, and I said to myself, there's no chance. So I just turned back over and went back to sleep again. I woke up real early in the morning and couldn't sleep, but I did sleep through the net. But that's the way it goes sometimes. When you do it every day, you got to take a day off of it occasionally. Anyway, that's about all I have this morning. Hope everybody has a super Saturday out there. It looks like it's going to be a nice day, and hope everybody has a really good Thanksgiving week coming up here, and Thursday be a good day for everybody. And I do want to ask everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, and do a random act of kindness. That's always a good thing to do, too, on a sunny day or a cloudy day. It doesn't really matter, but it's always good to put a smile on somebody's face. So with that, I'll say 73 is W8 CTM, carry at Portage Lakes. Everybody have a great weekend out there, and a good, just a great Thanksgiving week. Hope everybody enjoys it. So with that, it's already said 73, so I'll turn it back to K8PMI, and Phil, you can wrap it up in a great net. And I think I was number 45 this morning, somewhere right in that area. And a great net. That's a great net. Anytime we get in the 40s on a Saturday is a real good net, because they generally run a little bit less than the normal during the week. So with that, 73 all, everybody have a great day, and back to you, Phil, to wrap it up. 73, everybody.
Thank you very much, Kerry. And, yep, we've had, well, I'm every other Saturday, but last Saturday I did the net. I had 42 or 43. So I got 45 this time, so I'd like to thank everybody for checking in and greatly appreciate it. Hopefully I get you in on time and keep the net flowing the way everybody enjoys it. So thanks a lot, and I will close this thing down. Let me take a quick second for a break. The Barometer Net is a tradition that goes back almost 30 years, when a local group of amateurs got together in the morning to discuss their weather station data. We are grateful to all those who have come before us: Garlock, K8BYR, Dorothy, WB8JTW, Tom, K8DSD, and our net control emeritus, Ron, KD8CVS. Over the years, the Barometer Net has grown to be a morning staple for local hams to stay in contact, share real-time traffic and gas price information, and community announcements. This net meets regularly Monday through Saturday, starting at 7 a.m. and runs for about an hour. Successful nets rely on your participation, so please be a regular check-in. I'd like to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. And God bless everybody. From the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association on the W8WKY repeater, we're at 147 Mark 39 megahertz in Doylestown. We now return this frequency to regular amateur radio use. 73, everybody. This is K8PMI.
W8WKY.